welcome back to my bench. About a week ago, I got given a new toy. He's a pretty little guy. This is an Icom IC-718 HF transceiver, ham transceiver. It's cute, nice little, good size for putting in a car. 100 watts out. I think it's 160 through 10 meters. Maybe 80 through 10, I'm not sure really. The guy gave it to me and said, you can have it, but you got to fix it. I went, okay, well, there's nothing unusual about that. I said, what happened to it? And he says, well, I don't really know. I bought it off of eBay and plugged it in, and there was a problem. So I said, okay, fine. I never turn down some new toys. So I brought it home and opened it up, and you might actually be able to see a problem here already. That doesn't look good. So when I opened it, I was horrified. Here we go. Oh, goodness. Let's take a little closer look at this. You can tell right away there might be something wrong in here. These parts were just kind of rolling around inside, and I think we might have a little bit of a problem here. So, tell you what, let's take this board out and look at it. Pull it back out a little bit. I believe through casual inspection that something may have happened here. Let's see. If you look closely at the there's the plug. That's the DC coming in. Leave that there. Something is missing there. The fuse is black. This little wire here is supposed to be part of a temperature sensor that sticks to the top of that transistor, like this side over here. And the big problem is this here. So let's take this thing out and take a look and see what we got inside. Fortunately, there aren't a whole lot of connections on here. The other side of it looks fine over here. No account, I don't know if it will be or not. But it's this is very sad. And it does smell rather not good. All of the magic smoke has been released. All of it. So we're going to have to look up on the schematic to see, well, not even the schematic so much as the just the board layout, and see what we're working with here, because as evidenced by the severely bubbled paint in the top of the case, I would venture to say there was an actual, honest-to-goodness fire inside this thing. That it? Yep. Nope. An actual fire. Oh, there we go. Okay, get rid of the little cable here. Oh, look at this. Look at this. It's black and charcoal down there. And it just, I could scrape it off. Literally, scrape it off. Oh. Phew. I love the smell of charred parts in the morning. This is actually afternoon, but I was working on something heavy on the bench. Actually, an FT101. Sort of tore up my cover here, but I got another one someplace. I'll replace it. For right now, don't look at that. Okay, what do we got? Well, bring her in here as much as I can without losing focus. Maybe if I bring it down instead of there. Wow. Okay. Wait a minute. One thing I want to check here. Oh, look. A blob of solder on the side of that. Okay, just for grins. What are the chances? What do you think? The fuse is still good. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. I'm glad they put all these parts in here to protect this valuable fuse. What is it? 125 volts with a blob that's actually part of the fuse coming out, and it's a Fuji fuse. It's definitely burnt. I can't read it because it's burnt so badly. Whew, wow, it smells terrible. Let's see. Work light. Wow. Jet. 125 volt jet. No number. 4 amps. 4 amp fuse. Still good. Unbelievable. Okay. So, here's what we got. This is burnt to a crackly crunch. I mean, just burnt up. And here's the bottom of the board. Pieces of the board, the of the there's still copper here, but it's all just ate up. The big old coil looks like it's okay. This side over here looks all right. This side of the coil's going to there. Oh my, but let's take a look at the board layout here on this thing and see what all is involved. Okay, over here on the board we've got, let's bring this in a little bit. Whoops. Oh, come on. All right, so this whole area right here is burnt up. There's this little guy here is okay. This here, that little portion, it goes from this hole over into here. The choke coil, this guy, sits here and would be connected through a couple of holes here. Let's see. Yeah, this choke here. I don't know. There's nothing there left. Oh, and there are a couple of components here that would have been right here in the middle. There's a couple of little tiny components over here that are there. These capacitors, one went there, one went, let's see, right there and there. A couple of capacitors stood up on there. This thing with a wire through it went right there. Oh, all right. The relay looks like it did not burn up. The bottom of the board, this piece, if you look, can I get enough light on that for you to see it? Yeah. That actually caught fire. Literally caught fire. So what does it look like? Back over here, can't see it too well on this picture, but let's take a look. Does it have, do we have a picture here someplace? Let's see. Nope. Board layouts. We're just trying to find. Aha, here we go. Okay, this is the main board. PLL unit. That is the logic board. That's the filter board. Here's the PA unit. All right. So, what do we got? Okay. So if we're taking a look at the top of the board here, here's those two capacitors right here and here. Can I mark this in any way, shape, or form? No. Okay. So let's go back to there. All right. So basically, we got these capacitors here that go here, and here's our big coil, and let's see. Oh, I want to figure out, okay, here's a couple of resistors that go across here somewhere. So we have, let's see if I can see this. Yeah. So we've got a chunk of copper that goes here, and another that would be right here on the if you look at it. Then we got another, this is all a big chunk and a couple of little resistors. So this might be salvageable over here because that's still, yeah, that's still copper. So basically what I got to do, wow, I'm not even sure this is possible. I gotta, is this, yeah, okay, so this big chunk over here is fine, and it goes back across there. Let's scrape it and see if we've got anything here. Okay, so that's still copper. That's still copper over there. And that's copper over there. All right, so near as I can tell, all of this copper area here that I'm pointing to is more or less okay, with the exception of where it comes down underneath here for these two resistors, and it comes over there. So I got to replace, if I'm going to do this, that's burnt. Okay, I got to replace this little chunk of copper right in here. The piece that goes between here and here and here. So this is, let's see, this is the fuse. This is there. And over to there. Wow, okay. Wonder if this 0.12 ohm fuse is, or resistor is still good. Yes, sir, it is. Okay, so as we see from here, this little chunk of copper or board completely needs to be replaced. This piece is okay here, coming off of the transformer. It's still there for the most part. The whole ground or flat area here is pretty good, except for this chunk underneath these resistors, and this piece is missing. Okay. Whew, so that's what burned out of it right there, that whole chunk. Well, what do you guys think? You think I should try to fix this? Actually cut little pieces of board and stick them in there, make it fit. I'm going to have to cut away all of the stuff that is here. Let's bring this back up here and widen it out a little bit. Let's see, put this on ohms. Now let's see, I'll bet you that this is all conductive. So let's take a piece here and a piece here. It's burnt. No. So the fiber board Well, 57 megs. How about you? Yeah, you're good all the way along. And this chunk is good. And this chunk is good. So what I'd have to do is cut prettily. Well, I wonder about that. How bad is that stuff? Okay, DC resistance wise, I don't see anything on this. However, I'd be willing to bet that that's RF, because this is RF here. I'd be willing to bet that it would cross that stuff. So what I'd have to do is I'd have to peel all this stuff back, cut out these burnt up chunks, clean out this whole area, make a new little board, piece of board shaped like this over here, and a piece coming down off of here. Look at the bottom of it. Yeah. Oh my. There's there. Okay. So that's what I'd have to do. Rebuild the entire chunk, this chunk and this chunk, and the bottom side would have the bottom of that little board on it, that little piece of board, which would be down here. Yeah, because this is here. This piece here is a whole different chunk. And this piece here, wow. So, anyhow, I don't know. What do you guys think? You think it's even worth trying to work on it? Because I can't find one of these. I've looked. There was a guy that had one for sale on eBay. It was $150. Or do you think it's just worth giving it a shot and seeing if I can fix this? That would be one heck of a fix. Anyway, tell you what, you guys tell me. You think it's worth even trying, or you think it's a fool's errand? Oh, I hate to see a pretty little box like this go bad, but hey, let me know in the comments down below. That's just awful. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.